Okay, we're back. We're back on this Troy-Bilt jump start 4-stroke engine scrap out job. It didn't have much oil in it. It barely had enough oil, and it looks like it never was changed. But I don't know. This thing's pretty old, turns out. But that's not a lot of oil in there, because if you look at the crankcase here, it looks to me like it would hold a lot more oil than that if you filled it up to the bottom of the plug. So we want to turn this. We want to check these valves. I want to go over this with you guys on this. You want to turn the engine over until you get to top dead center. I don't think it matters which way. You can see that one rocker moving. Check it. If it's still tight at top dead center, I got a screwdriver stuck in here. You want to use something blunt and soft, preferably. So that's not going to be right. We know that's not ignition stroke right there. So we're going to turn it over again. Get it to top dead center. See my screwdriver coming out as I turn it. And we're going to make sure we're on top dead center real good. And you'll see that these rocker arms and the push rods are loose. So that feels good. So if I was going to run this engine, I might tighten these 8mm 5/16 nuts just to like maybe an eighth of a turn, just to get that snugged up just a little bit, because these have such a close rocker arm gap, you know. So what I'm going to do after this video is I'm going to stick a screwdriver in behind this flywheel, which is my way of doing it, and I'm going to wrap on this crankshaft, and I'm going to get this flywheel off real quick. It's probably all-in-one key and a flywheel, which has a tendency to shear if your clutch gets loose, because your clutch is screwed on and holds this on. And if your clutch ever gets really hot, sometimes it'll loosen up the flywheel and strip that key just enough to where it's out of time. And so it'll start backfiring when you're trying to start it and stuff like that. And you think, well, maybe since it's got this type of valve train, you got the valves too tight, but it's probably just a flywheel. Maybe. The first thing you want to check is whatever's easier for you. Like you could just go ahead and check the valves real quick, and you won't have to disassemble it completely. But the flywheel, yeah, a lot of times I have made a mistake lately where I thought it was like maybe the ignition coil is firing prematurely or something. So I changed coils and that wasn't it. It was a flywheel. So, yeah, there's a look at the intake side. Real basic on a 4-stroke. So on the next video, I'm going to have this flywheel off. I'm going to take crankcase cover off. I'm going to take this valve train stuff off of here, and we'll get the head off there maybe. So thanks for watching this video, and you guys have a good one. Adios.